funny how things just change randomly. Here we go. Here we go. We're on. Now, good morning if you're watching on YouTube. Got a bit of a technical issue there. My OBS decided to fook us over. Morning, Krish. Good morning, Nella. Good to see you again. Monday morning. Bit lethargic. We got beat yesterday, the ladies team, 1-0 by Hannah Stumry. Good game though, they played really well, to be fair. Exactly what we were being waiting on. Good morning, Crazy Beast. There we go. Yeah, it did cut off, wasn't it? Access for 8 minutes. YouTube, yeah, it did. It just cut me off randomly, mate. I thought it was on. Oh god, now where's my chat gone? Oh, no, my chat's not working. It's weird, isn't it? Been working absolutely fine. I haven't changed anything. Let's get rid of this. Let's put the pop-up up again. Pop-up. There's now going on at the minute anyway, guys, so we're not missing anything. I've had a quick look. Maybe do a top down, see if we can catch something. Come on. Okay, let's remove. Add a new source. Check. I don't know why it's not picking it up. I really don't know why it's not picking it up. Move. Won't be long, guys. I'm just trying to sort this chat out. Like I say, there's not much going on in it anyway. What's this here? YouTube Live controls chat. Chat still for this live stream. Weird. Go. No one has to do without. I think it's weird because this happened before, and then the next day it just randomly worked. I didn't change anything. AD60 shut down source when visible. Okay, let's do that. Oh, we're on. Weird, eh? Properties to 600, actually 400. Tomorrow's a new day. Okay, guys, we're on. It's not the best fitting light. I'll have to try and sort that out properly, but at least we've got it on there. Okay, right guys, good morning, welcome to the stream. Thanks for jumping on again. Much appreciate you all jumping on the stream. Like I say, it's a new channel, we're just trying to grow it at the minute. And we're doing pretty good so far, so we've kept track of everything so far. Our logbook matches up all of our trades taken live on stream. I only ever put on the logbook what we take on stream, okay? We're trying to be transparent as we possibly can. We've got 48 wins, 3 break-evens, and 4 break-evens and 3 losses. 2 of them losses were a partial controlled loss. The logbook's looking pretty good. We've had a 100% win in November, January, and so far March. But it's 25th. We've still got a couple of days left of March, so we're currently looking pretty good. Overall on stream. Okay, so this is if you only just took the stream trades. This is what you should be looking at. This is off a 200k account. Okay, so lovely. Okay guys, let's go into a top-down analysis, which we do every month. So before you start trading, you should always do a top-down analysis. It's like reading the book, getting the story. Okay, just say to yourself, if you jump on the charts and let's say you automatically open up the hour time frame and it looks lovely that it's broke out, you've had a pullback, still never ever take that trade until you've done a top down analysis. It'll try and suck you in to take it quick because you feel like you're going to miss it. Always do a top down. Okay, so let's have a look, because I am quite intrigued whether this monthly is going to come down. So the monthly time frame. The monthly time frame for me, there's still 5 days left of it. Okay, so this is the last week of the monthly time frame. The monthly is still currently, believe it or not, in this range for me. Right? Yes, I know it's heavily bullish, and it's likely it's going to close above there. But currently, the previous month is still in this range. Therefore, where should we be coming? Well, we're in this range. We know that price bounces up and down. Therefore, we should be coming down to fill the range as in the body of the candles. Okay, now we've pushed out to the upside. We haven't got much of a bottom wick on this. So is this candle going to flip to the downside? We don't know. It might not. Until this monthly closes out, then we're currently still in this range, so this can still flip. Okay. Now, when you flip to the weekly time frame, the weekly had broke out, but it didn't even come and test previous support. So the weekly broke out. What you should have got is a test of this area before driving up. So what should have happened is the new candle should have opened up, pulled back, tapped previous support, and then flipped. We didn't get that. So now what's happening? You've been left with a candle with no bottom wick, and you haven't tapped previous support. So I do believe that if price wants to push higher than this, as in the candles, you're going to have to come down to this before doing it. Now, whether it's going to happen in this month or the next month, I do believe price has to come and tap 2071 if you want to close and carry on pushing. Okay. So, what we've also had on the weekly, so the weekly's created a new range now. Now, if you watch the stream back, I can't remember what day, I think it was about 2 weeks ago. I did say this weekly's closed, and this weekly had been down here. And I did say we need to come and test at least 2180, or we need to break the highs before driving back down. We're going to have to break the highs in order to come back down. Well, we've now had that break of the highs, so we've had that liquidity grab. So now this is more than enough liquidity to now drive to the downside. Okay. Now, the only issue we've got, it's only a little issue, man, because you still haven't broke out, is we closed bullish. We closed bullish on this. So I would like this candle to tap. Well, actually it did. Oh, okay, yeah, we'll say it had its top wick. So I would expect now, you've got this candle struggle to break the high, then this one's come and test the high, and then this one has done a top wick, and I would imagine would flip to the downside and come and test the lows, even if it wants to go up. So I would think test of the lows is at least the body of the candle. because what you'll tend to get is you're still bullish on this candle, so technically you're still bullish on the weekly, and you normally get a wick fill 3/4 of the way of the wick, so we could get that. But if we're going to get that, we're probably going to have to give a bottom wick, and the bottom wick will be at least 21.55. So what we're going to do is we're going to mark that up as a vital area where we could go beyond that and then reject. And then if you do that, what you'll do is you'll reject, close bullish, and not close bullish, but you'll push bullish, but your bottom wick, I knew that one, will look something like that, and you'll end up something like that. Okay, but I do believe you're going to have to come and test at least 21.55 if this candle wants to fill the range. Or if it doesn't, and this candle comes and pushes up like this and fills the wick, it's a good sign that it'll pull back or even flip, because now we get more liquidity to flip. So we're going to have to watch it today and see how price moves with it. But it's nice that we're still respecting this, because I do want to come back down. I just wish we could have closed either bearish or doji. I don't like how it's closed bullish like this. So dailies then. So what we're seeing on the daily. So the daily did break the highs and then came back into the range and came to fill the range. Now it hasn't technically filled the range as of yet. Oh, what's happened? Okay, so the daily range is this area here, 21.55. So I would think you're going to have to come and fill that range. This is where we say with the pullback of the weekly would make sense. So I think the daily could just flip straight away, because you've done a top wick now and it's free falling straight down, because you're technically now in this range and you're free falling down to 21.55. So that's fairly straightforward. So what would we need to take sells down then? So the 4 is going to close in 40 minutes. We're bullish on the 4. We did break above this minor support. Let me just put this as a purple. Now we've got to be careful above here as well, so put that careful. So the 4 has broke out, so therefore this 4 is technically in this next range, should flip to the upside. The 3 is bearish and close respecting, so this 3 should flip to the upside. The 2, no bottom wick, bearish, close respecting, everything's closing respecting. 1, close respecting, close bullish, and now we're pushing up. Okay, so we are currently bullish on the lower time frames, but we know the daily can flip to the downside. So does the daily need to come and create a steeper top wick before flipping? Doesn't really. So are we just, remember, price doesn't just open up, push up dead smoothly and then flip dead smoothly. It's constantly moving like this, up and down, creating waves and ranges on the lower time frame. So the daily could just be coming back up for another push, and then it could start to flip later on, maybe in New York session, like that. Okay, so if everything's bullish on the 4-3, obviously we can't just take a trade, can we? 3's got no top wick there. The 3 hasn't got much top wick here. So for us to take trades, we would need maybe a break to the low. What if we got a break? We got an hour close below this. What would that do? Hour close through. Hour close. A push is too far, isn't it? So could we get a wing back? We close respecting. Last time we closed respecting here. We pushed all the way back up to. So could we get a wing back sell from there? Do we need to reject from there before coming down? Like this. This is the only range we've got to go off. This is the thing, when all-time highs, every trade is a lot more riskier. because we need to come back down into them low ranges. What if we got a 15 below? 15's broke out. One's closed respect and now closed bullish. The 30 hasn't closed yet but did close bearish. 6 minutes left for a 30 close. If the 30 breaks out and we get a bottom wick, we can potentially get a wing back buy back up. Because I do believe you're going to have to come back up. This hasn't broke the lows. So it's either you're going to just break the highs or pull back before break. So you're going to do one of two things here. You're going to have to come back up and break this. Or this is just a pull back. But then you're not going to drive, you're going to do something like that. So let's say first thing, if we get a 15 close below 2165, could we take sells on that? Well, 15 close straight back in, so maybe that's not going to work. What if we go like that? 15 close below, straight through. 15 close below, pull back. This is similar to the other day, isn't it? Pull back straight through. So if we get a 15 close below, could we get a pull back to 2166 and take that? Yeah, that's looking pretty nice. You might drive straight through anyway. You could get sell stops underneath as well, I suppose. So 15 close below here, 2164. Let me have a look, because we are bullish. This is the issue you've got. It'd either be a pullback to here, or you would need a decent pullback to get sell stops underneath. That's what we would need to take this. Okay. 30 is a 30 gonna flip. 15 is coming back down. 5 no top work. Or the 15's broke above now, but didn't break above the range, just broke above this minor closed bullish. Is this 15 gonna flip? It's got 4 minutes left of it. Probably not. I'm trying to see if we can get a wing back sell from somewhere, but I don't know where it pulls back to. We haven't got much data. You're either looking at this. I don't think I can take that. Price comes back up here normally. The 4's bullish, needs a wick fill. Have a look at this here. 15, what's next? So the 30's next to change. Let's see what this 30 does, right? Because we're still respecting this area on the 30. So we're still respecting these levels. I'm just trying to think if we can get a wing back buy up, because we're technically bullish. So do we need to pop out of the lows in order to drive up? And if that's the case, where do we pop to? We have got an area here you tend to reject. What is this? See how we pop out here and then we come back. Pop out, pull back. Pop out, pull back. Okay, could we take a wing back buy from that? We don't pop here. We do here. Let's see, if this 30 can close bullish, we can potentially take this wing back buy, because you're now bullish on the 30, so you're technically thinking that this 1 hour is going to be closed bullish, but it's unlikely it's going to come down though the next 30, because then that means this 1 hour is flipping to the downside. That means you could potentially get an hour break down there. So we would need the first part of this 30. So this 30 closes bullish, and then we get a pop out, tap, pull back, close respecting, or we flip. So that's what we could look at. No top wick, no top wick. Or I'm thinking, could we take an aggressive 5? Do we wait for the 4 to close? Because the 4's closing in 1 hour. And if the 4 closes bearish, we should be fairly straightforward, because the 4, that means the 4's closed back in. They've had a little fake out back into the range, and the new range for the 4 is 21.58. We just wait for the top wick, sell stops underneath, straightforward on the 4. That would be the 3 closing bearish. That would be the 2 closing bullish, but potential nest. Actually, it hasn't broke out, has it? There is a support here, so it's whether it would respect this one. I'd still get away with that, really. The hour would then be closing bullish, but not driving, still respecting this minor. Because if I flick on the trend structure, nothing comes up for that area. Oh, do you know what? I don't know if these are working now, because no, they're not. All the indicators have changed, all been updated. So what's this gonna do then? Yeah, it might be worth waiting, guys. I don't know whether we're going to drive anywhere at the minute, because the 4's closing in 30 minutes. So nothing's on at the minute. I think no top wick, no top wick. I am close to a bloody... Do we need to break the lows again? And if we need to break the lows, where do we need to break? And we're going to have to break this, so therefore could we tap this for a wing back buy? So the 5th, that means the 30's closed bullish. There you go, so that's nice. So this wing back buy now is technically on, but it's got to happen in the first 15 minutes. It has to happen in the first 15 minutes. What would that be on the 4? Yeah, because that means if the 4 does close down there, you're still going to have to pull back anyway. You're still going to have to get something like this. How would stops be? $150. You'd have to go there as well, to be honest. You might get away with this area here. Tomorrow's a new day for everyone. Yeah, we could potentially get away with that. I just don't think it's going to get down though, guys. I think we might have to wait for the 4 here. 15's got no top wick. Do we need to come back for a top wick? I think we wait for the 4, because we're currently still bullish on the 4. We wait for the 4. The 4 just needs to close bearish, really, below 21.67, and then we wait for a top wick. Ideally breaking the highs, and then we can sell down. That would work nicely for us. That would make sense with the daily then. Flipping. Look at the daily. That looks really nice, doesn't it? But at what point is it going to flip? So I would prefer to sell down, because it would be going with the daily. Let's see what this hour does. 27 minutes to wait. Unless something really nice pops out for us. Because do we need to break these highs before coming down? We did actually break a high here. So I'm surprised how we're not breaking the low. I think we would come and break the low. This broke highs, should have some decent liquidity to drive up. Why didn't this drive up? Why didn't that drive up? I think the safest thing to do is wait for this 4 to close. unless we get a 4. This 4 pops down to 2160, but it's unlikely because it'd have to happen in this next 30-minute candle. So that's the only thing we've got going on at the minute. Because what I'm looking at with these is you don't, it takes you quite a while to get down. 3 15-minute candles there. This one done it. So this one came from 2169, popped out, tapped straight back up to 2166. But you're going against the trend at that point because the daily's technically bearish, so it is a risky trade. But because we haven't broken any highs, I can't see he's driving down. Look, 15, back up. That's perfect. That's what you want. That there, 1 15-minute candle, tap, pulls back straight away, or even this one. Look at that. Down, tap, flips. I don't think that was news. It was news. So with us not breaking any highs here, with us not breaking any highs, because that's the highs, it means we'll get something like that. So then yes, we could take this. But if we had broken this, then this wouldn't be on for me because it means you could drive straight through. That makes sense. Well, it's unlikely we're going to get down there, but we'll just prepare for it. So currently this is on. Back buys. We would be looking at something like this. Stops for me would be below 21.49. Take partial, move to break even. Shy of 40 pips would be the previous support, 21.60. But our target would be back up in 21.78, just to be sure. There, that's what we would be looking at. So this would be our take partial, move to break even. But if it doesn't happen in this 15 minutes, it's not on. This is the thing. Because if it happens in the last 15 minutes, it means everything will be breaking out to the downside. So we are very bearish. So we either need to take a sell stop, or we need to take win back sells. Miserable weather here today. Lashing down. Oh, it was this morning. 176. 6. Okay, we are pushing. We are pushing. This 15 has to do it though, really. Otherwise, it's a no-go. The tunes on it. Get the tunage. Oh, we're getting some volume. Can we push? So it might not, if it doesn't happen on this 15, we're not on it. We might as well wait for a wing back sell because you've had a 15 break below. Do you know what I mean? Or a wing back sell from 21.66 if you get the 15 break below without tapping. So this is like a literally a buy or sell off the 15. But if you look at the hour, the daily, and you say to yourself, okay, Look at this daily now. Look how nice the daily looks. If you had to bet on what this daily is going to do, what would you bet on? You'd probably bet it's going to flip and push, wouldn't you? Yeah, I would. But we know how candles work. We know the 4 hour is probably going to have to give a top wick. So if this 4 hour taps it, you're going to have to pull back to test previous support anyway. That's why I'm happy to take it. But it's got to happen in this 4 hour. Otherwise, the 4 hour is closed bearish. Then we'll wait for a pullback. We either take wing back sell or we take a sell stop underneath for the daily to come down. The 4 hour is going to initiate the daily flippage. And over time, I know it's probably baffling your head, but over time you'll just these things like this will just pop out here. There's no course you can do to spot this type of stuff. It's experience. So if we get a forward close like this, right, like this one, even though this pushed all the way down to here and then pulled back, closed, and then the new 4 pulled back, tapped 2166 and then flipped to come down like this. So that's what we're looking at. Same again here, 4 tapped, pulled back, flipped. We're trying to catch this move. This one is perfect for us. So the 4 came down, activated us. We would have been in profit straight away, probably risk free. The 4's opened up, pulled back, tapped 2166 and then flipped to the downside to come and fill the range. That's what we're after. But this 4 would have to tap it. If this 4 doesn't tap it, we'll just wait. This will be cancelled and we'll be looking at wing back sells from 2166, or the safest thing to do just would be sell stops after the pullback of the 4. Let's see what happens, because this 30 has to be the one what taps it. And the reason we're looking at that is because everything currently is bullish. Everything's respecting this area. So you'll get one pop out, which it could flip to come and fill. Because, yes, we've got 19 minutes left to the 4. But the 4's bullish. The 4's broke out currently. This 4 hasn't closed yet. This 4's currently in this range. The 4's currently still in this range. Therefore, where should the 4 be going? Well, the 4 should be coming up to give a wick fill and also come to tap these levels. Until the 4 closes below, we're currently still in that range. So that means we can currently be taking buys. But as soon as the 4 closes below, the 4 is now bearish. That means the 3's bearish, that means the 2's bearish, the 1's bearish. Everything will be bearish at that point. Fantastic, now we'll take sells. Just adapting to the market. And traders really struggle with that. Some traders look at me and think, God, you contradict yourself all the time. I'm not. I'm adapting to the world's biggest labyrinth online. Forex is like the biggest labyrinth online. Changes all the time. So who are we to use the same strategy over and over again? We've got to adapt to the market. That's why I really like Meraki, because you're just adapting to what you're seeing at the time. It's not a case of, okay, 2 touches, 2 breakouts, 2 breaks of structure. Now you wait for the pullback, and now you get in, because your divergence is telling you every time. Now I'm just looking at if we do pull down and get a second position. Second position could be around here. So if we do come straight through, we could go for a second position. I think it is about 32 pips for a second entry. Straight away come back, you'd be risk free straight away. You all tend to do that anyway. That would be nice. You don't tend to drive straight through this area. I haven't seen one where it drives straight through. So look, comes down, Comes through to second position. Drives down to... Well, to be honest, this one you would have played out before driving, maybe. Pull back. So, yeah, we should be good on that. Come on, the 15. Oh, there's 1 minute. This 15 is not going to do it. Let's see what this next... If this 15 opens up with no top wick and pushes down first, it could still be on. Okay. Good morning, Sharif. How are you doing, mate? Okay, the 15's closing. If this 15 closes with no bottom wick, fantastic. And then if it can push down with no top wick, even better. Now there is areas of rejection here, guys. Come on, the 15, no bottom wick. Keep pushing. Okay, I'm happy with that. Little bottom wick. Can we push down with no bottom wick? Come on, don't pull back. No. Okay, guys, this is probably not on for me now. However, this wing, we don't want this coming back to tap 2166 yet, because technically that was the, if you get a 15 close below, we were getting a wing back sell at 2166. Break below, pull back. Yeah, this could happen here. But I just don't like how the 4 is going to close in a minute. Right, this is deleted now, guys. Delete. It could still play out, but I might as well wait for... I'm going to keep it on there, but we might as well wait for a 4 hour. 4 hour close to come down. So 30 close. 1 hour. That means the 30, the 1 hour, the 2, the 3, the 4. We need a 4 hour close and then pull back, so wing back sell at 2166. That's what I would want. So we don't want this. I can't put this on yet. As soon as the 4 hour closes, then this will be a wing back sell from this zone. Price does tend to come back down to here. What the hell is this tunes? So look, I'm looking at this. 15 close, pull back, tap, gone. And you get random taps to the area as well, so it is quite a significant area. 15 doesn't quite pull back on the first one, but the second one does. I mean, look at this again. That looks nice, to be fair. It's like it needs to tap it and pull back if it wants to drive down, but everything's bearish, so I think it'll just be very risky taking it, really. I can't take this yet, or can I? I can't take this yet because why can't I take this yet? Because the 4 could pull back. But even if the 4 breaks out anywhere around here, it should still play out, shouldn't it? I think I would just prefer the 4 to close down here, because that means the 3 would be breaking the low. The 2 would be breaking out. The 1 would be breaking out. So yeah, I've got to wait for this 1 to close. If this 1 can close below here, new 1 comes back, wing back sell. The flip to come down to fill the range. So we've got 12 minutes. I'll be back in a second. We can't do anything for 12 minutes yet. How we're looking. Okay. 8 minutes left for a close. We just need this to close. There is a minor support here on the hour, but it's only a minor really. It should. I can't really see this being a fake out. We're probably just going to get a little top wick and then. I'm just thinking with stops. So we had a 15 close, which is nice. Look, we don't want this to happen yet. I need the outer close below here, or this 15 to close below. We technically have a nest play, so you've got a support here at 2164. We know it's a support because you've got a tap here, you've got loads of rejections here, you've got a tap here, so we know it's a support. You've got another tap here. Yeah, minor taps in and around that area, so it's a prominent support. We've had a 15-minute close out with not much of a bottom wick, and then if this 15 closes bullish but still respecting 2164, that's technically a nest play. We might get a top wick, break the highs, and then flip to the downside. That would be perfect for us. Perfect. But because that means the hours broke out then. We just need a top wick on the hour. Okay, so we've got 6 minutes to wait. We probably don't want this 15-minute to flip and drive down. Could be less likely for this to get tapped. I'm looking at this though. What's this? I might only tap 21. I might have to go there. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. We're looking good though. Okay, we broke the highs. Can we drive down? We probably need to drive down now to come up. So, I'm gonna get this set up. Stops for me would probably be just the high really. Could we get away with a 4? I just don't like this. That means a 4 is going to break. Could we get away with that? We potentially could. So you could either have stops at 2171. Because I'm just thinking, if you break above that, you're probably going to fill the range anyway. And you're probably going to want to break this high. And we can't really have stops further than that. Let me have a look at what that looks like on the hour. You got a top wick here. No top wick. I'm just worried you get a fake out on the one. Get a fake on the one, big goose. But with it being a wing back, I think you could have stops here, guys, right? But it means you would have to get out on like a 15. So if the 15-minute closes back above, you just get out on the next 15. Wherever that 15 closes, you would just get out. Does that make sense? Because that means the 1 hour could be creating a fake out. You could have a fake out to the downside to come back in. And if you come back in, you can literally fly straight through this. Look at this. You can fly straight through. Okay, so obviously that's what we don't want to get caught in. Because there's no point having stops up here because you're likely going to break these highs. So you might as well bring stops. Because if you break above that, you're going to be pushing that anyway. Okay, so stops could be 2172. Target for me would be here. Down in 2155. Now, the take partial risk-free would have to be. It's not too bad actually. 12 pips. 20, because that's the previous support. Okay, let me get this on the signals. But it's not on yet. It's not on yet. We've got to wait for the 1 hour to close bearish and break out. If this 15 closes like this, fantastic. If the 15 closes back in, that's going to cause some trouble. I'm probably going to have to. I'm going to need the highs breaking before taking it. So we're going to have to break the highs, and then we'll just take a breakout of the lows at that point. So it's not on yet. Okay, it's only on when I add the wing back sell, when it says. Runs it here to the family. Oh, you didn't work today? Morning, come on the 15, I do. Are you back on work today, mate? Nightmare. Oh, look at this now. So we can't take this yet, not yet. Because this could be, but we ideally didn't want this to happen. We didn't want the 15 to break out and then tap it. We needed an hour or 4 hour bearish close and then come up to tap it. Because now this could just be that tap we were after, but it's happened before the break, so we haven't been able to take it. So it's not ideal, really. It's tapping later. Because this could be a 1 hour fake out. No, it won't be a 1 hour fake out because we haven't even broke. Two hours flip bullish. Because if this 1 hour flips bullish, yeah, then this wing back buy is back on because we're still bullish. Yeah, it's just, yes, the 4's closed bearish, but and I'd have to work out these 4 hour ranges really. Two-hour nest play coming in, do you think? Potentially. Potentially. I just don't like how it's tapped this area already. Don't like that. Because look what happens. So we had a 15-minute break. Then we had a tap of the area. So this 15 would have to close bullish, really. And then come back down for another break to the low. Which it might do. It looks like it's going to 30 seconds. One hour double nest play coming in. Yeah, well, potential double nest play, yeah. What would tend to happen then is the new hour would just open up and push. You might not get much of a top wick. But because it's the 4, I would expect a top wick and I would like a top wick. But it might not. So there's the close. There's the 1 hour. 1 hour close bearish. Nice. What have we got then? 30's closed bearish, but hasn't broke out yet. 15. We had a fake out on the 15. It's a bit risky this now, guys. You're probably going to get a wick fill. 30. Are we going to get a wick fill? 1 hour's bearish. 2 hours bullish. 3 hour, 4 hour. I need a top wick on the 4. This could easily just drive straight down now. Right there, 30. 5. Do we need to pull back? I can't take this, guys. It's really sucking us in. So you're bullish on the 15s. You've had a fake out on the 15 back into the range. Oh, have you? Is this closing respecting? But you've had a 30-minute break. You've had a 1 hour close bearish, 30-minute breakout of this minor. So you should come down to tap 2164. 1 hour bearish close. 2 hours bullish, no bottom wick. 3 hour, 4 hour is bearish. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. What we could do. Okay, guys. We're probably going to have to come and tap that area, aren't we? 11 pips. I would think you're going to have to come and tap, even if you want to drive up. I would like the highs broke off the 4. I can't take this here, guys. I'm sorry, but I can't take it. It's so close as well. I need to break the highs now because the 15's closed back in. Well, I don't know if it's closed back into the range. If that's the range, then we've closed respecting. But we're bullish. So I would like a doji candle and then come down. Yeah. Because the 4 probably need. I want a top wick on the 4. Technically, I'd have top wick. I'll tell you what we can do. If we can get a 5. Where's my bloody thing at? If we can get a 5 bearish close, then we can come back up. If I can get a 5 bearish close but not drive, and then I can get a top wick, I'll get this wing back sell on. Okay. As long as this doesn't drive. So we need a 5 bearish close in 2 minutes. And then I need a top wick. Wing back sell be back on to come down. This would be our tape price move to break even. Okie dokie, as long as it doesn't drive though. If this drives down, we'll just wait for closures below 21.64. This looks like it's going to drive. This is what I didn't want it to do. I didn't want the 15 to tap this because you had your 15 breakout. I didn't want this to happen before the 1 hour or the 4 hour closed. I wanted it to happen after because we would have been in there. This is what I'm saying, we're up against very smart people who's trying to catch us out. Oh, look at that fire, it's disgusting. You little bugger. Anyone catch it? Anyone get in? Someone would have got in on that.
Yeah.
Did you? You might drive, because the 4 is bearish technically. 3 is bearish. 1, 35. I just want a 5 close and then get a 5 close. Okay, let's get this thing. So if we can get a top wick on this 5 and come and tap this area again. I really wanted this as the advantage point though, because I don't know whether the 4's done a steep enough top wick. I mean, they all tend to just drive straight through anyway. You've got no top wick here. We still haven't tapped 2160. I don't like how the 2's bullish. 1's still respecting. Okay, stand by, guys. What we can do as well is if it does push up, nice double top here. If the 5 or the 15, would it be the 15? Oh, look at that 15 flipping now. It's got a bottom wick now. It means this 15 can drive further up. We could have a second position here though on the 15. Where are we at? Okay. Can we break the highs one more time? Okay guys, I'm in. I am in for a sell on this. Let's see if this 5 can flip to the downside. Okay, stops for me are going to be 21.72. That's my stops. Yeah, okay. Now what we want is... Where am I at? I'm like that. We want this 5 to flip if possible, but it might not because the 15's done a bottom wick. We don't know whether this 15 has closed respecting this level or whether it's breaking out, because it's still bullish, you see. So do we need a steeper top wick? Now, second entry, this I'm looking at this 15 here. And then if you look at this 15, I will be interested in a second entry from 2167 if we do come back up there. Okay. This was a wing back sell. Back sell. But I really wanted this as the advantage point, really. But the 30's broke to the low, so should come and fill the range. But has this filled the range now? That's what we're saying. The hour, we technically had a double nest play on the hour. So I would say this. I would say this is an area where we've respected twice. So can this hour flip and drive? And we've closed bullish. So can we drive now? Can we drive through these levels? Because the 4's closed bearish. But it's just whether we need a steeper top wick on the 4. So we had a fake out on the 4 to come back in. So I would imagine we should be coming down to tap these levels at 2160. Before driving up, if you want to drive up, that is. Oh shit. The 5 looks like it's going to flip to the downside. This might not drive yet. It might wait for a 15-minute close and then the next one. But if you look at the 30, the 30 looks nice, to be fair. You should get a wick fill as well on the 30. But it's just whether we've had that wick fill. This is why I wanted this as the advantage point. Because what we really need now, guys, what we really need is a 15 close back below 2164. That's what we need. Because we've technically had a fake out. So if this 15 can stay respecting 2165.97, that'd be nice. It does not look like it's going to though, because you've had a bottom wick. It's whether this 15 is going to pull back. I mean, the 30 really shouldn't be breaking any of the highs, and it doesn't need to, because the 30 has done a pullback. Then you close bearish. You take you quite clean down to 2164, but just whether it's done it already. We'll keep on the 30, looks the best now. We ideally want this 5 to flip if possible. This 5 can flip for us. We've got 1 minute left of the 5. Oh, there's the flip. There's the flip. Come on, stay bearish. Oh, it's close bullish, isn't it? Okay. We're still respecting this area in mind. See if the next 5 can do it. If we can get a top wick on this 5... and it flips to the downside, we can go risk free, or can we? Because the 15 would probably give us a top wick as well, wouldn't it? So it might be the next 15 what can come down for us. But if you don't like the trade, guys, you know, you're free to leave now. You're in profit. You can go risk free now if you don't like it. Whatever. Completely up to yourself. This is my trade I'm taking. I'll be taking a lot out of this, guys, in case if we flip back up. Okay. Can this 5 stay bearish? That's the key. Because it's coming down to create a bottom wick. It means it's got liquidity to flip to the upside. I ideally wanted a top wick. Might be the new 15. As long as the 15 closes bearish, that'd be fantastic for us in 3 minutes. What would that be on the... yeah, that would be then for the next 15 to drive down, if it's going to. We ideally need this 15 to close bearish. We don't want to close them bullish. Or we need it to at least close respecting this level. Okay. Oh, look, there's a 5 flip there, look. Now it's got liquidity to drive up. Break the highs if it wants to. If it's going to do it. If it's going to do it. Yeah, I don't like that. What we on pips wise? 4. New 15 should pop down, I would imagine. Come on, the 5. Get down in one push. Lovely push on the 5. Okay, guys, I'm taking partial. I'm going risk free. Because if this 5 flips now, it could flip to the upside. Okay, I've took partial. We're now risk free on this trade. Nice. How many is that? Okay, 10 pips. Now, if we can get a 15 close back below here, and we can avoid the top wick of the next 15, we're in the money. Because then that's the 1 hour driving, sorry, the 30-minute driving, the 1 hour driving, the 4 flipping, and that'll initiate the push for the 4. And if the 4 pushes past this wick, we should get a pop down to 2160. Okay, but that's only if we can avoid the top wick of the next 15. This 15 really has to close below. If it closes respecting, then we're likely going to come back up. Okay, that's why I've took quite a lot out of this trade. Okay. Come on, baby. Get down. Sorry, guys. I've missed all the chat. Let me have a look. 15. I do. 2 days off after 5 days, but they rang me an hour ago. Obviously. Oh, can we avoid this top wick? Oh, this 5's like looking at wants to flip here. Obviously, I ignored the call. Well done, 1 hour nest play. I reckon we're getting ready for a pump to the low. It looks like that, but it's just whether we can avoid that top wick. Where's my stop? My stop was around 2172. I might get stopped here. I'm so close. 100%. I put my partials. Break even at 2162. 2162. I'll just be careful, mate, because if you do that, you still want to go risk free. The 15's bullish. 15's broke back in. You've had a fake out. Do you need to come back up? Do you know what I mean? It'll probably get there as well, but the 15's currently still bullish. That's a fair sign. And what happens is, if prices change in direction, what's the first ones to break the highs? It's going to be the lower time frames. So it'll be the 5, and then the 15, and then the 30, and then the 1, and before you know it, it's too late to get out. Do you know what I mean? But yes, you're right. If you're going off just the 4 alone and keeping it simple, the 4 technically should come down to 2160. You could just watch this on the phone. Look how nice it looks. Yeah, new 15 now. Look at that. Go on, son. Oh, no bottom wick on this 15. We have broke the lows. We really needed a top wick first. Follows down advice. Partial breaking on both. Laugh out. Oh, yeah. So you've got no bottom wick on this 15. You've got no top wick on this 15. So it means it's more likely that this is going to flip. But what's really good is we've broke back below here after the fake out. Really nice. So everything's bearish now. But we need a top wick on this 15. So if we can avoid getting stopped on this 15 and we flip back to the downside, we're in the money. Because it should be a clean drop down. Reason being, all these 15s tell us. I probably will take some more partial around here. Because I'm looking at this straight through. Okay. Oh, here's the pullback on the 15 now. Can we avoid getting stopped? Lovely entry though, guys. Lovely entry. I think what's really nice is I didn't want this 15 to happen now. But if we did get in on this, we would have been stopped at break even now. So if we can avoid this top wick here, and this 15 can flip back to the downside, it's with this having no bottom wick, it's more likely this 15 is going to close bullish, right? which gives it a bit more chance to stop us out of break even. But because this is the second break back into this area, it means it might not close bullish, might just give us a top wick and then flip. Oh, I'm close. Oh, I'm so close to stops here. I'm out, guys. Stop to break even. Okay, let's see what this 15 does. Okay, nice. I don't think we took much there, to be honest, but profit's profit. Oh, 320, not bad. And it's what? 20 past 9. Look at this now. Woo. Okay. 20, which was it 12 pips? It wasn't, was it 11, was it? 11 pips. Nice. I want to see what this 15 does. Let's do the logbook, guys. So the most important part of trading is doing your logbook. Can I ask? S or double S can be applied to downtrend, right? Is there something similar for uptrend? What do you mean, S or double S? I don't know what you mean, Nella. I don't know what double S is. Let's update the logbook, guys. March. It's another win for the stream. Let's change. Maybe so we're on 49 now. 49 wins. All happy with that? All grab some profit? That's why I took more partial. Instead of 50%, I took 75% out of that. Because I knew it could come back up. Because the 15 was still bullish technically at the time, wasn't it? So what was this? 25th? 25th. 24. 09. When did we take this trade? 5 past 9. It was a wing back sell. What was the wing back sell off? Wing back sell. What was it off? It was off the. Was it the 1 hour? No, it wasn't the 1 hour. 30 it broke. It was a bit of a risky trade, this, you know, because nothing had broke the lows technically. We had a nest play. We seen nest plays and that, didn't we? So I don't know whether I would take this as a net. If anything, it's off the 5. It was a wing back off the 5, wasn't it? I mean, look at that pullback. So I'd probably say it's off the 5, but it was because of a number of confluences. Stops were 60 pips, which wasn't too bad. We had 11 pips, take partial move to break even, and then we were stopped. Weekly bias, yes, it's with the weekly. No, it's not, because the weekly was bullish, wasn't it? Daily bias. Yes, the daily. Oh, shit. Daily bias. 4 hour hadn't broke. The 4 hour had a fake out, but not a break. I need to maybe add that. 1 hour didn't break, but we had a nest play. I need to add them as well. 15 break. I was respecting. Okay, so we had nest plays, time frames, previous, 15 is what we were going to take. How much drawdown? We didn't have any drawdown, did we? Okay, nice. Oh shit. Okay, we're looking good in March, guys. It's been our best month on stream so far. Yeah, we're looking really nice. Cool. Oh, look at the 15 now. Look at that now. You can see the importance, John, of I know it's like more profit down here, but the important, what if this 15 now closes above? What are you seeing then for all them traders who like a bit of market maker? It means you're probably going to come the other side of Asia. Yeah, and it might not come back because you had a nice double bottom. So it's just so important. I've learnt this all. I've tried. If like I'm not saying you're greedy at all, right? That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying there's times where I thought, you know what, I'm gonna push it a bit further, see if I can get that extra bit of funds. Extra bit of funds. Oh shit. I don't know how it's starting to don't know how it's starting to look a bit choppy, to be honest. Not really. I think it looks. Look at the 4 hour. What does the 4 hour tell you? The 4 hour looks pretty clean, but so you've had a fake out back into the range. So you technically, if we clean the chart, right? Look where the 4 hour range is. So the 4 hour is 21.58 where my marker is now. I don't want to mark it because all my joints will come back on. And then the top of the range is now 21.69 there. It came up, tested, closed respecting, and then closed bearish. But technically we should be free falling back down to 21.58 on the 4. So you could just drown out all the noise and just take the 4. Now, yes, we haven't broke out anything like that, like to the downside. But you've shown that you're respecting this area. So what I would probably do now is wait for a top wick on the 4 to tap 21.69. And you could just get sell stops off the 4 underneath. If you wanted to. And keep it simple. Sell stops underneath to come down. You're going to come and fill this wick at least. Yeah, and that's, you know, that would be your target anyway. Because look, I'm looking at this, looking at this. So that's what you could do on the 4, but you've got to wait for that top wick. This is the thing. This is what was weighed out with this top wick. That's why we were a bit cautious of taking it. The 3 is currently broke out. So again, the 3 now is in a clean traffic range. Got a top wick. The 3 should be pushing all the way down to that same area again with the 4. So this is why we don't need much of a top wick on the 4. But if you're going to get sell stops on, I would like a top wick. The 2 is a bit of a tricky one. I don't like the look of the 2 because the ranges are all out. I don't know where the ranges are. I don't know if it's respecting this or whether it's broke below this. So I'm not really sure. I don't really like the 2. The 1, you've had a double nest play on the 1 like you mentioned. So you close bullish and then you close bearish. So technically you should be driving down. The 3... Again, the 3 is a bit tricky because you had a bearish close, but you didn't close below this minor support, right? But you did close below these minor supports. So did you break out or did you close respecting? Tricky one. You could just wait for another 30-minute close below. You get a 30-minute close below here, guys. You'd just be looking at sell stops underneath to come down. Okay, this is where the noise starts happening. So 4 was simple, coming down, simple. Gets difficult, more difficult, more difficult. You had a 15-minute close back into the range. You had a fake out in the 15. So then you think, why are you getting a fake out? Why do we need more liquidity from the upside in order to drive down? Then you had a bearish close on the 15 and technically closed below, so you had a breakout back into the range. So this was just a range 1 fake out to the upside to force people to buy. So now they're going to sell to bring to the downside. So we just wanted to avoid this top wick on the 15. And if this 15 could flip to the downside, fantastic. However, we might be struggling to drive down because we had no bottom wick. And we didn't break any highs. So do we need to come and break some highs? Maybe these before coming down. That's what we're trying to work out here. And what's going to tell us is more candles. The more candles we close respect in this area, it's going to tell us, well, you're going to have to come back up because you just can't get past the area. And look what price is doing now. So that's the trade from today, guys. Any other questions? Because I'm going to call it. Nice early finish. Mondays, nobody's staying on. I won't be looking at another trade for at least another hour or so. But I'm a busy man today. So nice, quick, early. Mondays are sort of just a bit slow anyway, like setting up. So we've caught 11 pips. That's it. Done. We've had some nice profit. Start the week off good. Just to keep us updated. So what's happened there? Oh, that's one. Just to keep us updated, the signals are now in with the membership price. So we've had a few changes. Signals are now in with the membership price. So if you are looking to do the course, what I teach, the way I trade, you can get a membership. You also get signals free with it as well, which is a fantastic service. The link is in the link tree. The link tree button in the description on YouTube. Also, Friday I won't be trading because I'm actually moving. I'm moving on Thursday and I'll be taking a week off next week. So I will be off for a full week next week, unfortunately. Okay. So from Friday off, and then a full week off, and then we'll be back on, what day will that be? So off Friday, that means we will be back. Bloody hell. We'll be back on the 1st of April. Oh no, it's bank holiday, won't it? It'll be Tuesday. We'll be back on the 2nd of April from this Friday. Okay. Let's just. I'll stay on to see what this 15 does, and then we'll go from there. Don't like how it starts a little bit. Eh? What do you mean, eh? What do you mean, eh, John? Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, drop us a like, subscribe to the channel. Really helps the channel out. Be much appreciated. Thank you. I mean, eh? Meaning good times. Alright, as in E. You southerners are weird, aren't you? You southerners are weird. Ah, look at this 15. This 15 is going to close above. But now you can't take buys up because you're bearish on everything. So the 4 was bearish. The 1 hour was bearish. 30 minutes bearish. Everything's bearish. So you don't want to be taking buys up. Yeah. If anything, you want to take sells back below. Winston! Winston! Can you hear him? Just he sucks his toes. Weird dogs, man. French bulldogs. Don't get a French bulldog. If you got a French bulldog. Have you? Oh, they're annoying as out, don't you think?
Oh, absolute murder. One rugs all over the street.
Yeah.
And the mother, she goes mental the dog. I've got like the mother and the pup.
Yeah. I got it. I mean, he is a character, like, he's called Mr. Winston. He's the only dog with a rank. He's a captain. Right.
That's my second name, Winston.
Is it? Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah, Winston. Yeah. So Mr. Winston, he's called. But mate, all he does is snore, fart. I've got an old English sheepdog as well, and I had a boxer. Boxers, man. Boxers are fantastic dogs. Probably the best dogs. We got him given. I would never have picked a French bulldog, man. But always a boxer. Old English is nice though.
Mine are just like, you know, like greed off the bend all the time.
Yeah.
Anytime shit the bends in the high check, they hover around.
Do they suck the toes? Suck the paws? Lick the toes and that?
Yeah, aye, all the time.
And all you need is like fucking shut up, man. Yeah.
All the time.
Did you get in on that trade, Lee?
I did.
Nice.
I tried to modify me with that. I closed it, then I re-entered, so I'm still in the trade now. on a sell.
What is that? Because you couldn't take partial?
I closed the order, so I got profit.
Right.
I re-entered the trade.
Ah,
So on the trade.
Yeah, I wouldn't have re-entered, mate. Because what it is, it's like stealing. You're putting your hand in quick to grab some money to pull it out, and if you go back in, yeah, they're gonna chop her off. Yeah. So you want to just be in and out.
I also put another indicator on my chart. I don't know if this works. Free SMA.
SMA.
Free page. Free smoothing average or something.
You don't need it the way. Is it a relentless one?
No.
Just get rid of everything, mate. What's not relentless, right? Trust me, because the system's all built to get you profitable the quickest way possible. And if you're adding other stuff, it'll just put you back. Because there's so much stuff out there, mate. So many things out there.
How do I get the relentless stuff?
Go to the website. There's an area what says ask for the access to the indicators. Put in your TradingView username, which will be located on your profile at the top left. Okay, you'll see it there. Put that in, and then she'll give you access, and then come to indicators at the top. Drop down. Indicators, and it'll be in your invite only. They'll all be there for you. Okay. You're lucky because they're all being updated. They're all new, so you'll enjoy them. Or drop a message to Vic in the group. Just put @Vic, and then bear in mind she's away at the minute. She's on holiday for a week, I think.
Right, I'm going to shoot off now.
Yeah.
I'm an hour ahead.
We're done now anyway.
Oh, I'm in profit now, champion.
We'll get out quick because this could flip. I'll see you later, Lee. Catch you later, mate. Bye. I'm very interested. I think I'm going to stay on another 15 guys, because I'm very interested in what this does. Because the 15 didn't break above. It closed bullish but didn't break above. So we're really struggling to break the highs, and we're struggling to break the lows. So I want to see which way it pops out here. Look at that 5. That 5 pushing candle. You didn't break the highs. 31. 30's closed. 30's closed. Doji bearish. Anybody still in this? Mikey G.
Me.
All you need, the 15-minute close below 2164. Well, now that one, because it's now created a new one, should initiate the push down, I would think. But you might break the highs before coming down. So what I mean by that, you might get this close below, and then you might get popping out, breaking the highs, and that'll be the one more flips. So just be aware that you could get stopped at break even, but you might get something like that. Yeah, 15's flipping. Look, 7 minutes left. There's 15. Oh, you're gonna have to come back to break the highs here. Definitely, if there's 5 close like that, you're gonna have to come back up. And I can probably see these being broke. Yeah, but I can't take any buys up because we're bearish. If this 5 closes bullish, guys, I'm done. I'm going to call it, and I'll see you back on tomorrow. Just be careful if you are buying up, because I know people will be buying up, right? Because at any point you can flip to the downside off the 4. Okay. And the 1, I suppose. Yeah, the 5's going to close. Okay, guys, any questions before I go? Nice early finish today, 9:30, and we're done. No? Okay, if you're watching on YouTube and you haven't done it yet, drop us a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back on tomorrow, 8 o'clock UK time, ready for London session to go again. Another one added to the streak. We're on 49 wins, 4 break-evens, 3 losses. 2 of the losses were partial losses. So we're looking good. So I'm going to love yous and leave yous, and I'll see yous all tomorrow. Catch yous later, guys.
See you later, mate.
See you later, mate.